Hello, beautiful diamonds of light. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm on here today to give you an intuitive energy reading for May 26th to June 2nd, 2021. We are officially in the full moon lunar eclipse energies, okay? What's been going on with me? A lot. A lot. Still doing more inner work and guidance. Been embracing more than anything these divine energies and strong, intense energies that's been coming through. I've been feeling a lot. I mean, oh my goodness, getting tons of downloads, but the energies are definitely, put it like this, it's times where my third eye is buzzing, like tingling out of this world, and this is going into this, dizzy state, and I have to go lay down. Sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes an hour. You feel me? Like, and the thing is, these energies can come on at any point in time. Like, it's just, and then it's like I've been really, really like kind of sleepy. Been feeling kind of like I'm energetically drugged. In a good way though. But I understand it. I just been doing a lot of meditating and breathing. Helps balance, and drinking plenty of water. And staying in my high heart and self-observing and observing the energies of others. I know in these times, right now, I posted a video that I posted in September, the first week of September in 2020. And I reposted it because a lot of those energies are relevant to today, to things that people are experiencing. But I will say this energy coming in off the sun, including this lunar energy, is like, what I'm intuitively getting now is like the feminine and masculine both are at its all-time high. Do you understand? It's intense right now. And depending on how much work you've done and where you stand at within yourself, emotionally, if you still got a lot of work that needs to be done on your self-love and emotional, you will have to really, really face those things. Even things that you're in denial about, or things that you thought you healed, these things can be coming up in these times. And the best thing I can tell you to do is, that's what I was telling my daughter, not play the victim. Basically, going into self-acceptance, seeing where you stand and why you feel the way you feel, and acknowledging these things, and loving and appreciating yourself through them, and realizing that you need to work on this. And then find ways to like transmute the energies and turn what I will say is, like, we can't change the past. We can't change any trauma or hurt that's been done to us. But we can live in our now moment and live to be more loving and self-awareness and self-care and understanding. Until you get the alignment of those things, right, it's going to be hard for you to manifest and create and do the things that you're divinely meant to do here. You will be lost in yourself. You'll be lost in other people's lives, and you'll be caught up in a lot of drama. And sometimes we feel like we I don't know, a lot, like on this journey. I have had so many lessons, and still having them, where I thought I was at a certain point, and I thought I was healed or over stuff, but then just burying it. Remember this, anything that can be buried can be dug up, okay? So you can't bury these emotions, you can't bury these feelings that you have. You have to address them. And it can be hard, but with addressing these things, you have to accept them, and you have to decide that I will no longer let these things be control of who I am today or where I'm going in my life. And I'm going to start loving me. There is a strong calling in these times to do self-evaluation and self-love, okay? I can't express that enough. We're in the times now where, you know, the dark agendas, what is your own personal dark agendas or your own personal um, issues are on a collective, because this is a collective reading, right? But it can be personally, you know, tapping into some personal things that, because a lot of us deal with and some of us don't deal with, but it's just like a lot of things that we access and we tap into. But yes, when it comes to you trying to be in assurance of who you are, loving yourself, it's not going to be easy. You have to be willing to put in the work. I'm grateful for where I'm at today, and I really haven't gave my story of my life of why I'm at, how I got to this point, and why I am the way I am today, and how I learned to stand in my power and through self love, self evaluation. Um, it's like, to be honest, these things and the essence of love is in all of us, but it's like for me, I've always had it since I was a little girl. And I always knew that I was meant to be around it. But the family that I was born into, you know, was just a lot of trauma, a lot of drama, a lot of toxic. You know, I was raised or thrown around a family full of alcoholic, no family structure, no man and woman in the household was raising kids. Um, with my mom, it was like mostly girls, and a few uncles, but you know, all of them I had to basically see, you know, with all kinds of men. It's just like I didn't grow up in a family structure. I didn't grow up in a positive environment, and then on top of that, my mom and dad wasn't in my life at all. But those are things on top of my own life journey as I got older, and a lot of dark things I went through. I went through a lot of dark times, and you know, really to understand where I'm at today, you have to really know my story. And for years, I've been trying to write a book on my life, and I got to points where, when I was writing the book, I stopped because it was hard for me to dig back into my past. But today, I can dig in my past. Today, and you know, I feel like I want to be emotional, and it's not sad emotions. It's like happy emotions. You know, just grateful, gratitude of the healing and the overcoming and the things I've overcame and seen myself through. And a lot of it was seeing myself through most of it, you know, really not having much help or guidance until the right alignment and the right frequencies and people start coming into my life, when I really finally to decide loving myself. And although I wasn't acting on it, deep in my heart and in my consciousness, I made that decision. And then it starts slowly and trickling in and showing up in my life. So these things takes time. I will say that, you know, we all need some guidance and support through our journey. And one thing we can't do is let other people's journeys or other people's opinions cause us to, you know, neglect who we are, not realize or love who we are, because everybody is always in your ear telling you you're not this, you're not that. All my life I had to grow up with people telling me, oh, you're gonna be just like your mom, you ain't gonna be nothing, da 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 da. And you know, there was just all in my ear programming to me to think I wasn't worth who I am. And you know, it stuck for a while, but even in that stuff, I was still trying to bring out the greatest in me. And everything I do, from being an athlete to I was physically fit at one time. I mean, I have a long story that just can untie a lot of things in my life to where I'm at today. And you know, and I'm still just always opening up new chapters, you know, which we all will. Just know that even when things get tough, or you feel like you hadn't figured out who you are, or you feel like you want to give up, don't. I call myself a diamond of light because it took a lot of pressure, and I mean tons of pressure, yes, to get me to the point where I'm at today. And I still have a lot of growing to do. And but the growing is positive growing, expansion. And as I reflect on who I am, I only manifest that those type of people and those environments show up in my life. And you should want the same for yourself. Love you and everything else of love will manifest in your life. And abundance, prosperity, and wealth will show up. I'm still working on that, but I know I've been guided through everything that has been given to me to this point. I never understood it, and I still don't fully understand my whole scenario today. I know my purpose, but there are many different. My purpose is loving me, and through me loving me, of that being my purpose, I will unlock many different talents, many different gifts, many different manifestations that I want for me in my life, because I really desire the greater good for all. That's true in my heart. I'm not just saying that. I want all to have, all to be in love, all to be in light, all to be divine. Do I live in that reality? No. But I know within me that reality can be, I can create that reality even if it's just in my environment, that all that I come across and all who I come in contact with will be that. And it will reflect one day and show up in the whole world. I do know that divinely within myself. All right, enough talking. I just feel like it's just a lot going on. And, people, can get outside of their self and focus on what other people are doing and ain't doing and get lost of. I won't even say you got lost of what's inside of you, because if you got distracted or got torn to pieces or feel something about something outside of yourself in the first place, that means you wasn't ever working on yourself. Okay, for real. If you are feeling some type of way or making you feel like you're not good enough or not doing enough or not valuable enough because of what somebody else is doing or ain't doing, that's because you wasn't and haven't really truly did the work on yourself. Because as you do the work on yourself, you will find and align the things that's meant for you, and what anybody else is doing won't even matter. It won't even budge you. Get back in realignment and get it right. All right, beautiful diamonds. All right. Okay, let's start. I have my energy oracle deck, my beautiful goddess power oracle deck, my Starman tarot deck, and my magical dimensional oracle and activation deck. Let's get started. Beautiful. Ooh, these lunar eclipse energies. Tell me what's going on with you all. It is real, isn't it? Let's just start for the beautiful diamonds of light for May 26th through June 2nd, 2021. What do we have to look forward to for the mind, body, soul, and spirit? I did a lot of talking, and y'all know I do shuffle and talk in between shuffling, but I'm not going to take too much time to shuffle and see if anything going to jump out, and if not, I will be unfolding the cards. Yeah, I'm working on mine. I'm working on a lot of things. Just a lot of things to come. A lot of working on my website, working on just aligning things, and gonna keep on building on that and the things that divinely come through me to bring to the beautiful diamonds of light, because for universal healing. I will share this. Okay, I got a channel message when I was meditating yesterday. I was actually getting initiated, and let me tell you about this. Everybody talk about initiation and all that. Okay. There's different things that come to that, and when I was in meditation, I was divinely guided through the higher realms, through the energetic callings, just the energetic vibrational force and field. Okay, that's the messages come through telepathically, and I was told that I was being initiated. Now my initiation was a cellular initiation. Okay. This is what I was saying. Okay, what am I being initiated for? It was like you're being given a cellular initiation, which that means that it's more of my divine cellular memory, DNA coding, frequencies and vibrations were coming online to go to the next octave. Basically, we have trillions of billions and whatever cells. I mean, you atoms, molecules, all that stuff you can't even count, right? It's so many of them. But That's how you turn on your abilities. That's how you awaken more your consciousness, is these initiations, these cellular energetic initiations, right? No, I didn't have a dream or my ancestors came to me and this and that, or anything. I never had that. But I've always had, this ain't the first time I've had this, okay? I've always had during during my meditations, I have been guided at times where I was saying, you have been initiated. Okay, but this time I was actually told that it was a cellular. What I've been having done to me is cellular initiation. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I be, not always shocked about things that come to me or whatever. I'd be excited about a lot of it, but I was like, okay. So I just want to get more insight of what the cellular initiation is, and it is. It's all it is um as you're doing the work, as you're working on your energetic body, in your soul alignment through your heart chakra, in alignment with your consciousness, you actually initiate yourself through your own self work, through the cellular activity that of the energetic shifts that you're connected to universally. You understand? So our cells in our body is universal. So as the stars and alignment of everything else outside of us, which is really within us, shift, as long as you're doing the inner work, you will shift with those things. Sometimes with the universe is shifting rapidly all the time. But for us to be able to tap in different parts of the universe and different vastness of the universe, and that's the information, the consciousness, through this body or through these experiences that we're in, we have to do the energetic work. And as you're doing the energetic work, in alignment of your thoughts, your heart, your frequencies, taking care of the body, the mind, the soul, and the spirit, then you will actually initiate, activate, turn on, expand other parts of yourselves, other parts of your cells, okay? Cellular initiation, cellular information, cellular memory, which is part of the divine universal all, okay? Source, period, hands down, okay? And that's just what I was, doing to be guided to share that. Body, let's get these cards out, why don't we? Yes, I hope all of you are doing well. I really do. I be wanting people just to, get their hearts and minds right. I mean, I don't, sometimes I never have got people in all my life, because people act like it's so hard to do right, so hard to love. It's not. It's only hard because you choose not to want to do right. You're comfortable with the bull crap. But I will tell you, in this time, the energies are not supporting it anymore. It's like we have to get the balance within ourselves. Not saying you gotta be all high and mighty. No. Not that's lie. That's false too. You have to balance. You have to balance your body. I've said it in one of my other videos. You can't be so much it is negative and so much positive. You really have to center and align yourself and bring those two polarities together and embody them to bring the energy neutral. And you will know how to. That's why when you have lower experiences again, negative experiences, you will know how to pull from this higher self to bring that stuff back up. And when you get too high, not saying you pull from your lower self, but yeah, you'll know how to go down in these lower parts of yourself to know what you need to be like, okay, I need to ground myself. That's all it is grounding yourself back to the reality that is actually you're living in. Because sometimes we can go so far out there in La La Land to, you live in a real world here. This exists. It exists and everything else exists, but this exists. And we get so caught in the clouds and we're so positive to where we think nothing don't touch us, when that part of you still need to be nourished and loved and tended to too, okay? But it's just because it's the only reason why that part of you still need to be loved and nurtured and tended to, because there's people around you in this world that needs that love and intended to. So you're gonna have to go down in some of those low extremities just to associate with those people or help those people, or be amongst those people, because they're not going anywhere. They're not, and neither are we. We're just shifting as we shift. Hopefully we activate others to shift. That's what I'm here to do anyway. I'm here to, through my expression, through my experience, and through my shifting, through my change, I'm here to really inspire other people to be a greater version of who they are. Just through self-love for myself, period. And that's it. And be an inspiration and to set an example. Body, soul, and spirit. I went all the way back to the body. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. I'm guided to talk a lot today. I'm talking because I feel like a lot of stuff needs to be said. A lot of stuff needs to be addressed, because I realize I'm not in no community. I'm not in no groups. I never tried to be. I never really connected to other people. It's people who I watch, and people that I do watch, and YouTube channels and stuff. But I can see that with this whole thing, it's so much bitterness still there. And while all of us are still trying to help other people to heal, that's why it's about truth and authenticity and being real. Because we so want people to think we got it all together and we can help this person and that person. And when the truth of the matter is, only by you showing up, doing your divine work, standing in your truth, living in your purpose, can you help another person. See, because as people, that's why when we can't ever act like we got it all together, because when we do, when shit hit the fan, or something happened that's not pleasing to your heart or your mind or your energy and body, that shows up. It shows up because you've been putting on the show the whole time, But if you stand in your truth and stand in authenticity and stay in your real power, you won't have to worry about what people say about you, how people think about you, whether you fit in, whether you don't fit in. I'm not trying to fit into nobody's circle. I'm just trying to be me. I'm just trying to, I'm loving and figuring out who I am. And from my perspective, I think if more of us do that, we can be more of help and more of service. See? Through showing up in who we are. Just showing up in who you are. You understand? And that way you can't be moved about what other people are doing or not doing. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter what people think of you. It shouldn't matter what people are doing or not doing. All that should matter is you, your experience, your life, your journey, and your divine essence. Your energetic body. That's all you should be focusing on. And until you really work and get that right, I said on one of my videos last year, and I wore a shirt that I used to have, it says, be your own hero. Damn, be your own hero. And then you won't have to worry about if someone gonna come and save you. Because only you can save you. And everybody else's opinions, it's like an asshole. Everybody got one. It don't even matter how they feel or think or what about you. And it shouldn't matter how you make people feel, because if you showing up being you make other people feel bad, that's something that they working on, they dealing with. That's their issues. Don't stop doing what you're doing or being who you are because it's making other people uncomfortable. Now they need to go do some more work. Because a lot of us can, I had to check myself for a minute. Man, I think I'm making people feel uncomfortable because I'm showing up being me. Oh well, if me showing up being me and loving me and doing what I'm designed to do, I'm divinely destined to do, if it's bothering you, then you need to go do some more work. But I'm not going to stop working on me because you feel in some type of way. And I don't think people should try to drown or step on other people and make other people look bad because, you worry about how you're supposed to eat and stuff and live and survive. If you just live and be and stand in your own authority and truth and self-love, You won't even have to worry about surviving. Everything you need to come to you. I promise you. I promise you. I know. I've survived in my life. I know what surviving feel like. And that shit hurt and it's hard. But once I got a grasp of who I am and start loving me and getting in alignment with source, for real, I ain't had to worry about how I'm surviving. Everything I need just come to me. And only be trying. And just be from what I'm doing to, you know, live my life and my journey and my what I'm looking for and my alignment and what I'm supposed to be doing, my happiness, my abilities, my gifts. You know, and a lot of us don't know what our gifts are. We used to have them, and you know, everybody not gonna be an artist. Everybody not gonna be a singer. You know, everybody not gonna be an instrument player. Everybody don't have the same gifts. You might just have a gift to entertain, like for real, like make people laugh, like. But it's about making these things and using them in a positive perspective. Like celebrities and stuff, and they actors and stuff, they good at what they're doing. The whole world get to see it. But it's a lot of us that have talents and gifts that we don't get to get credit for. You got to learn how to know that you're just as important and just as valuable as them people are, and figure out how to make your abilities and your gifts work for you, because we're in the times when you can make that happen. But you can only do that by first loving and aligning yourself. I don't even know if I'm going to do a card reading today, but dang. Whew, I have to get it out. I have to say what I'm supposed to say, all right? Beautiful goddess. I already got one. Mine. It was already turned over, so I'm using it. Beautiful goddess power over there. What is in store for the beautiful diamonds of light for May 26th? Body, soul, through June 2nd, 2021. For these full moon, lunar eclipse energy. What do we have to look forward to? There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the planetary alignment. We have retrogrades. It seems like, look, emotional turmoil, if you ain't been doing the work, it's going to show up big time. So, you know, might as well go do the work, because you'll be forced to do it anyway. We are. Whatever we ain't did, we need to work on, it's going to happen. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. It's going to show up. So just go ahead and go in meditation and gain your acceptance and work on doing the work. And listen, you ain't going to get it right overnight. No. You know, we're not going to figure this stuff out overnight, so don't beat yourself up when you don't. Spirit. Okay? I'm going to try to get these other two decks out fast, because I've been talking a lot. Let's go. Beautiful Star Material Day. What's in store for the beautiful diamonds of light, the collective, for May 26th through June 1st, June 2nd, 2021. What do we have to look forward to? Mind, body. For the mind, body, soul, and spirit. Ooh. 3 came out. We'll go from the top. So, and 2 for the spirit. Okay. Okay. Beautiful beautiful magical dimensional oracle and activation deck. What is in store for the beautiful diamonds of light? Mine. For May 26th through June 2nd, 2021. I don't know, y'all. I'm getting a lot of like stuff, just messages is coming at me, and it's like I'm trying to breathe and collect them to see, because I don't want to do too much more talking other than what the cards are showing, but I have to say what I'm meant to say. Okay. My daughter. Body. All right, let's up soul and spirit. Oh, had 3 come out that time too. All right, let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see what we got going on. Y'all know how to do it. Body, soul, and spirit. I'll take that. All right. Because I do leave the magical dimensional cards upright, because it don't even have a reversal in the book for those cards, But if they did, I mean, I still could reverse them if I want to, but I want to leave those upright because it's just that's how the book gives it, and I just want to have that message be that last message and that, you know, positive drive. You know, not saying up reverses are negative, because it can be a positive things for the reverses. It depends on what the situation and what's coming in, what you need, because you might need something like that to happen for something else good to happen. Anyway, if I'm making any sense. Alright, let's go with the mind. We have Journey Upright, followed by Goddess Benzea 10, Beauty in reverse, followed by the King of Wands in reverse, followed by the Third Eye Portal, Vision, Clairvoyance, and Clarity, Confusion. Wow, okay, yes, automatically, okay. With a lot of this, it's like, with the mind, a lot of people in their mindset, on their journey, what are they doing in their journey, what are they doing in their life, you know, it's like, they can't tap into that third eye. It's a lot of confusion there. And the reason why I say that, because the Beauty card and the King of Wands is in reverse, you know, that Beauty card. You're supposed to feel like you're beautiful about yourself. The beauty comes from within, the love for self within. And with that card being in reverse, there's no self-love. It's like self-doubt. The King of Wands, you're feeling like you don't have that magic. You feel like you don't, dang, you know, like, freak. Now I gotta sit down and figure out, I gotta switch this stuff up now, huh? Because it seemed like stuff going different on the scene. It seemed like things are switching. I got to do something. Why can't I just be comfortable doing what I've been doing? Yes, you can. Be comfortable doing what you've been doing as long as it's in a positive alignment. Maybe you're supposed to keep doing what you're doing, but keep doing the work and the healing and still, but present your growth. So present your story, present your maturity, right? Because a lot of us on this journey in our life, with all the confusion that's going on, it's a lot of confusion. A lot of people confused about where they at. A lot confused about who they are. And society have basically put that in perspective for us. You know, the systematic, militant, order and structure. Don't get me wrong, law and order is important. Law and order is important, okay? Because it's universal law and order. And that's why with these karmic cycles, we can realize the things that we need to do to adjust what we need to adjust energetically for ourselves, so we can drive forward and manifest the things that we need to manifest, okay? So, yes, it looks like a lot of people need to go within themselves and figure out through self-love, the beauty from within, who they are, so they can figure out what journey, what they're supposed to be doing on their journey, so they can tap into their third eye. You can see clearly through your third eye once you align your heart. First of all, you have to align your heart. To me, from my journey, what I've experienced is I had to align my heart and get my self-love and self-healing right. Healing with my heart, acceptance of myself, loving myself, before I could start working on the root, to heal the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, expand the heart. After I did that work, after you did the works on your lower self, now you can expand this part of yourself. And then work on the throat in a positive way. Because if you ain't working on the heart, the throat gonna be toxic too all the time. Everything you say is gonna be negative, 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 negative. That means you still gotta work on it. Even though the throat is up here and it's above the heart, it seems like it's in the upper. It's still, if you have work on the heart, that throat can be used for negative, negative speech and the power of the tongue, right? So to me, working on the heart, you work on the heart first, then to the root, the sacral, the solar plexus. Expand the heart, work on the throat, all right? Because we really can't be giving people guidance or assistance or help or whatever on their journey, on our journey, or tell our journey if we hadn't did this work here. You know what I'm saying? So if we do, it's going to be toxic and all over the place, and you're not really helping others because you're not helping yourself. Is that making sense? Now you're putting more toxic energy out there, because everything that you're reflecting negatively, you're letting the world see, because you hadn't did this here yet. Okay, so you have to really work here, and then that's when you get this and expand this, and you get it all, and you can align that, and that's when you can tap into your third eye and expand it, and look into those inner worlds and those other worlds to grasp those, potentials, those ideas, those, because you got to look within the third eyes when you see the unseen. When you tap into those coded memories, you know what I'm saying? And then the universal energy where a memory, everything is expanded. You can draw in from all walks of life, all everywhere. Once you you got to unlock those, missions through your third eye first before you can even tap into the crown, right? So it's work, it's diligent work and process to make progress in those areas. So yeah, so start really going in and self-examining, because like I think we need to step back for a minute and do that when we're feeling down within ourselves or something shifting us and moving us. It's because we still have things we have to work on. When stuff comes in our life to shift us and moving us, whether it's for other people doing or what we are doing or not doing, we need to go back and do some more self-healing. Figuring out what is going on for us within ourselves, because that's what the issue, the problem lies with you, okay? Not nobody else, you, all right? So let's get to the body, right? It's gonna be a long video, bear with me. I have the thinking woman upright, followed by Goddess Iris, communications in reverse, followed by the wheel upright, followed by celestial assistance, angelic messages, guidance, enlightenment. Okay. The thinking woman. And I'm getting thinking with the matters of the heart, the physical. The communication cards being in reverse. We're not verbalating ourselves right, or we're not able to, communicate with others, because we're overthinking. You're thinking too much. You're thinking too much, because matters of the hearts, matters of issues of the self-love. And because we don't love ourselves, we tend to have ill hate towards others, even people we don't even know. Like, I'm gonna tell you that with the wheel of fortune card, with the wheel cards, like, you're gonna keep going in these circles and going in this path. You're gonna keep overthinking or underthinking, because of the matters of the heart, and in lack of communication. Some of you or some of us having to communicate to others, to be able to resolve, like, say for instance, you felt some type of way about somebody, or somebody did you wrong, and the only way you're gonna be able to heal that matter of your heart is kind of like, maybe you have to, not saying you have to go and tell the person, look, I feel this way. But maybe you happen to communicate with this person, even if it's just like a friendly gesture, or, hey, how you doing? I wish you well. Really, just even if that person don't hear you, like, speak positive towards that person, or those things that you're feeling ill about or you're displeased about. Speak positive towards your own life, all right? Turn your communication, transmute that negative communicative way that you're being into positive words, and communicate in that way. And with that, ask your angels and guidance for help. They're there to assist you. That's what the celestial assistance is about. Okay? They're here to help to assist you in these matters of the heart, in these matters of the mind. And the negative, whole negative, just it's a lot of pressure right now. It's a lot of negative energy at play in these times. But know that sometimes we have to go through these backdrops or downfalls just to put pressure on the coal, okay, COAL, to mold and bring those beautiful diamonds. I hadn't always been a diamond, you know what I'm saying? And this diamond still got some reconfiguring to do, all right? So, sometimes we just have to, even though you might be in a diamond, you might be shining, you might just have to go do some reconfiguring, some buffering, some shaving some stuff out, you know what I'm saying? And it's okay, but ask for help for your angels are here. It's a lot of angelic energy on this planet right now, here to assist. I mean, they're here. They are here. They are right here, always with you. X stands ready when you're ready. You just gotta just tap into that and be willing to receive it, and don't be in denial about whatever you're dealing with, and ask for help with what the issues or whatever you have to resolve. Okay, that's what I'm about to tell you in that column. All right, we have the soul column. We have the man holding his heart in reverse. Followed by Goddess Sophia, Divine Wisdom, upright. Followed by Nine of Swords, upright. Followed by Ice Queen, introspective, self-analysis, fortitude. Dang, ain't I been seeing that? Like, for real. For real. With the man holding his heart in reverse, it's a lot of people, they go that heart issue again. You have the woman with the heart issue, the man with the heart issue. All these people are broken hearted. This is soul guidance, all right? You really got to go in and find your divine wisdom and do that, like the Ice Queen say, self-analysis, introspective. You have to go in because right now you're cold. You're cold-hearted. That's what the man in the heart in reverse. You're cold-hearted. You feel like you're out in the cold. It's a lot of people right now feeling like they want to give up. Listen, we might give out, but we can't give up. That spark, you're going to need to find that spark so you can bring that fire so you can melt that ice. Or you're going to freeze the fucking death. Okay? Don't do that. Use your divine wisdom. Because the Nine of Swords is saying, dang. How many times you going to keep on really repeating the same cycles? How many times you going to keep letting the same stuff? How many lessons you going to have to learn? You know, how many times it's going to take you to get it right? How many times you going to be like, woe me. I thought I had it right. Here I go, fucked up again. Oh, wait a minute. That's the thing. We always, when we do have a bad moment or ill issue, don't beat yourself up so bad if you feel like you can't get out of it. See, that self-analysis, self-evaluation, and living in acceptance. And now you got to take the time out to heal. It's okay to take time out. It's all right to heal. It's all right to realize that, look, I'm cold as ice. It's all right to accept that you messed up in your head, or you ain't thinking right, you ain't feeling right. But what it's not going to be all right if you don't take the time and work on it and transmute those energies instantly, because the longer you stay in those places, the colder it's going to get, the harder it's going to come up out the dark, and the more damage you're going to do to yourself. It's going to take you longer to heal. When all you might need to heal is just a little trigger or something. A little trigger or something that you can re-trigger and get back on task. Don't let a lot of triggers go off and then bam! Now you done shot yourself dead in the head. Alright, so don't let the heavy weight worry you too much when you don't want to do the work, the healing. You just want to wallow in it. We don't need to wallow in sorrow. We have to really just embrace with out of love. I tell you all, from love, from divine love, that you can do this. If I can do it, if you only knew. If your girl can do it, so can you. Okay? You got this. You got it. All right, let's see. For the spirit. The spirit saying a lot, like always. We have cornucopia. Upright. I'm loving it already. Spiritual guidance. Followed by Saraswati. Mastery. Upright. Followed by the Hangman and upright, and the Sun in reverse. Okay. Followed by Solar portal, the solar plexus portal, being centered, balancing power and manipulation. All right. Also followed by Gaian awakening, preparing, relocating, ascension. Okay. Look, if you want to reach that cornucopia, if you want to manifest these beautiful things that you desire in your heart, if you really want to have the world at your hands, if you really want to walk in this abundance and prosperity, with the Hangman being upright, you have to let go of those things that do not serve you and realize the value within you, okay? Because the Sun card being in reverse followed by the solar portal is saying that, dang, recenter yourself, rebalance yourself so you can reignite yourself. See, that's how you, and we're going through these things is because we have to continue to do the work. I'm not exempt from stuff because I still work through things. It's a lot of things I'm still working through now. I'm not gonna act like I'm all perfect and okie dokie, but I'm good though. You know what I'm saying? What I do know how to do is not be in the now, be in awareness, and automatically work on ways to shift these energies in my favor and remove things that no longer serve me. I choose that because I do love myself. And so therefore, since I'm able and willing to accept and do these things and do the self-loving, all the things, all that I can manifest, all the creativity, everything that I want just come trickling in to me, I attract that because that's what the magnet that I am. I'm attracting all of these wonderful things because I've done the work. Okay? And even the work is a continuing thing, okay? It's continuing because it can be it's some stuff that I came up over this past month. Like, man, oh my goodness, you know, with old issues, you know, with things that coming up from the past, things, you know, even my mom, some stuff with her, and I'm not gonna get into that, but I hopefully she work things out and do the right thing because right now we can't stand in this negative way of being because karma ain't no joke. You're either gonna have good karma or bad karma. What do you want for yourself? Okay, so there's a lot of things I've been up against, but every time that stuff come flying at you, girl, I throw up that diamond like crystalline grid of protection on their asses, and I fix those things by divinely standing in my truth and my authority and self-love and self-gratitude, and I keep showing up in the divine way that I'm supposed to, authentically. And you know, we throw that word around a lot these days, but it's real in these times. Like it's so needed in these times, so valuable in these times. But the only way you're gonna be able to do that is to stand in truth. All right. Yeah, manipulation is not the key. I mean, we can. It depends on how you look at it, but you know, if you're doing things to manipulate people for a negative or lower vibration agenda, you're not, and it's not to serve to help others. Better yet, you trying to take from others or do others wrong just to gain. It's not standing in these days, and you're gonna be awakening to those things. If you've been doing things to become prosperous or have abundance from a negative perspective, it's like, I mean. You know, some people might think they can still go away and get away with it, but it's going to show up one way or another. It's going to either show up mentally. You can have money, have a mental breakdown. It's going to show up emotionally. You can have money and, you know, think you're right in your mind, but that emotional going to keep you in and it's going to tear you all the way down. That's when you start losing all 6 or 7 other things happen. Either way, if you're doing something that is not righteous and self-love and for the greater good of the other, you know, it's going to show up either mentally, emotionally, physically, or financially. You will see. But when you're in alignment, you will see all the things that you need and balance for all those things. True, really. But, I don't know, I just hope all is well. I mean, man, we got to hold our heads up high. Especially for people like us, for bronze people, color people. It's hard enough as it is. See, we shouldn't be out here tearing and beating one another down. We can't come together with nothing, right? It's always judging and all kind of other crazy stuff because we have to learn how to love ourselves. Love yourself, and then you'll get the love and respect that you deserve. I'm not looking for nobody to love and respect me anyway. If you can't love me for who I am out of my divine love for myself, then I don't need you in my life anyway. Period. So you should feel the same way. You know, but we gotta stop tearing one another down. You know, we gotta stop tearing one another down because we're not confident in standing your own authority of who you are, self-love. Because once we feel like we're threatened, if you feel like you're threatened by anything, your security or anything, you know, then it's still some work you need to do. Because once you love yourself and you stand whole, you know that the divine universe is going to always provide for you. You don't even have to worry about a threat from nothing, no one, nothing. Everything you need, from love to finance to physical to mental. It'll start coming to you and it'll start panning out. When you get it right overnight, no. But if you don't want destruction, don't be destruction. You know? And I guess this is what I'm divinely mentioning. I don't mean to seem so harsh or hard, but sometimes, you know, tough love is a real thing, right? You know, and we always tell people what they want to hear. They'll never get it right. They'll keep doing the same messed up stuff because they'll think it's all right. When deep down inside, they know it's not. But as long as nobody ain't calling them out on their shit, they're going to keep doing that fucked up stuff. But they know deep inside it ain't right. Right? Don't we? So, you know, we got to stop telling people what they want to hear all the time. But when you do it genuinely through loving you. You know, and everything I give is from my own self-experiences. And I always read off the energies of the cards of what people feeling, what we feeling as collective. And I always tell you what you need to stand in, your truth, your power, your love, your self-love, your way of being. And grasp the beautiful divine energies, universal energies that's here to support you. And they're yours. But you have to stand in that power and really do a true self-alignment to be able to grasp those things. And you're going to be able to grasp them because they're going to come to you. It's going to be that easy. It's that easy. It's only hard when you're not doing what you're supposed to. You know? So I just want love for everybody. I want you all to love yourselves. That's the most important thing. That's all that matters. Okay? So until next time, beautiful, I'm like, bye now.